The phone rang at 6:03 a.m., the hour my family only calls when someone dies or when they want money. Brandi Love stared at the caller ID. Mom. Her stomach tightened. They hadn't spoken in 5 years, not since the fight that shattered everything. She answered. Her mother's voice came sharp, cold, rehearsed. Brandi, we need to talk. Your father and I are struggling, and you owe us help. After everything we did for you? Brandi Love froze. 5 years of silence. 5 years of being ignored. 5 years of birthdays missed, messages unanswered, wounds unhealed. And now, suddenly, she owed them? Brandi Love whispered, "What exactly do you need?" Her mom inhaled dramatically. "Your annual bonus. All of it." Brandi Love didn't speak, but inside her, a storm woke up. Brandi Love didn't feel anger first. She felt disbelief. 5 years of silence, and they wanted her bonus? Brandi Love held the phone between her shoulder and cheek as she walked to the kitchen, each step heavier than the last. "Mom," she said slowly, "you haven't called me in half a decade. Not once." Her mother scoffed. "Oh, please, Brandi, don't be dramatic. Families fight. You chose to stay away." Brandi felt her jaw tighten. She chose? She remembered the night her parents told her she was ungrateful, that she never contributed, that she only took. Her mother continued. "We heard you bought a new car, a Tesla. Clearly you have extra money. We need it more." Brandi Love's heart went cold, because at that moment, she knew exactly what to do next. Brandi Love clicked the folder. Her heart didn't race. She wasn't emotional. She wasn't hurt. She was done. Inside the folder sat 5 years of proof. Bank transfers, rent payments, grocery receipts, medical bills she covered, repairs she paid for, surprise cash deposits she made when her parents claimed they were struggling. Every transaction was labeled, "When Mom said I never helped, proof number 1. Proof number 2. Proof number 47. Proof number 103. Her hands hovered over the mouse. She remembered again how they blamed her for leaving them, while she silently paid for everything behind the scenes. Her mother's voice echoed through the phone. "So, can you send us the money or not?" Brandi smiled. A cold, slow, dangerous smile. The moment Brandi Love hit print all, her apartment filled with the mechanical growl of the printer warming up. Page after page ejected, ink, paper, truth, spilling like a flood she had held back for years. Itemized totals, timestamps, signatures, bank verifications, notes from every emergency she quietly handled. $600 for Mom's dental work, $1,200 for Dad's car brakes, $890 for the leaking roof they fixed themselves, and dozens of $200 to $500 transfers every time they cried about being abandoned. Soon, the printer tray overflowed. Brandi picked up the first stack. Her hands didn't shake. Her patience did, because she knew exactly where these pages were going next, straight to her parents' doorstep. And this time, they couldn't lie. Brandi Love didn't knock. She dropped the stack of receipts right on her parents' welcome mat. The thud was loud enough to echo through the hallway. Inside, she heard movement, whispers, the shuffle of guilt trying to hide itself. Her father opened the door first. His fake surprise was almost comical. "What's all this?" he asked. Brandi crossed her arms. "Proof," she said, "since you both seem to have amnesia." Her mother appeared behind him, jaw tightening when she saw the pile. One envelope slid loose, revealing a bold line. Total transfers from Brandi Love, $463,880. Silence.
cold, thick. Brandi stepped back and said calmly, "You wanted receipts? You've got every single one."
Brandi Love followed her parents inside, not because she wanted to, but because she wanted them to see everything. Her mother sat at the kitchen table, arms crossed, pretending to be calm. Her father stood behind her like a shaky bodyguard. Brandi placed the stack of receipts on the table. The papers spread like a deck of accusations. Her mom sniffed. "So, money isn't love?" Brandi leaned forward. "And lies aren't memory loss." She opened another folder. Hospital bills she paid, rent payments she covered, credit card debt she cleared. Her mother's face drained. Brandi whispered, "You called me selfish? I paid for your survival." The room went dead silent.
Brandi Love watched her parents' faces shift. Shock first, then panic, then the same stubborn denial they always hid behind. Her mom pushed the receipts away like they were poison. "These don't prove anything," she snapped. "You helped because you wanted to. Don't act like we begged." Brandi slid a final document across the table, a voicemail transcription. Her mother crying, begging for rent money, begging for help, promising to pay her back someday. Her father's eyes widened. "Linda, you said she offered?" Her mom shot him a glare sharp enough to kill. Brandi whispered, voice steady and lethal. "You used me for years, and then you called me ungrateful. Today, that ends." Her father's hands shook as he opened the next receipt in the stack. Not groceries, not rent, not emergency bills. A $2,900 charge for a weekend spa resort. His eyebrows shot up. "Linda, you told me this was for medical tests." Brandi Love folded her arms. "Oh, don't worry, the actual medical bill is in there too, the one I paid." Her mom's face went red, then pale, then furious. "You had no right to dig through our private expenses." Brandi stared at her. "You had no right to rewrite history." Her father whispered, broken, "Linda, how many times did you lie to me about where the money went?" Her mother stayed silent, which was answer enough. The room froze. Her father stared at the receipts like they were radioactive, each one revealing another betrayal he never suspected. "Linda," he whispered, "did you use Brandi Love's money on things you never told me about?" Her mother's jaw tightened. She didn't nod, she didn't shake her head. She just stared at the floor, which said everything. Her father looked shattered. "You told me the house would have been repossessed if Brandi didn't help. You said she never lifted a finger." Brandi Love leaned forward. "I lifted every finger. You just never asked." Her mom snapped, voice trembling. "I did what I had to for this family." Brandi replied softly, "No, Mom, you did what was easiest for you." The truth sat between them, heavy, undeniable, and about to explode.
Her mother finally snapped, not with anger, but with something far worse, defeat. She sank into the chair and covered her face with both hands. I couldn't tell him," she whispered. "He would have left me." Brandi Love's father stiffened. "Left you? For what?" Her mother's voice trembled. "The debts, the credit cards, the personal loans." She looked up, eyes swollen. "You think I didn't feel guilty taking Brandi's money? I did. But every time she helped, it made it easier to ask again." Brandi Love exhaled slowly. "So I became your solution, not your daughter.
Her mother burst into tears. I didn't mean to use you, Brandi, but I did. The room went cold because for the first time, she finally admitted it.
Brandi Love opened the next folder slowly, almost gently, because she already knew what was inside. "Mom, do you remember this?" she asked. She placed a thick envelope on the table. Her mother's face drained of color. Her father leaned forward, confused. Inside were bank transfer screenshots, each labeled in Brandi's handwriting. Car payment, Mom. Hospital bill, Jason. Electricity, 3 months overdue. Mortgage, foreclosure warning. Mom's secret Visa card. $7,200 balance. Her father choked. "Linda, you told me I paid all these." Her mother whispered, "I was scared. I didn't want you to know how bad it got." Brandi looked at her steadily. "But letting him think I did nothing? That was a choice." Her mother broke, her father fumed, and for the first time, the truth was undeniable. Brandi Love had carried the family alone. Brandi Love stepped outside to breathe. Her parents were still arguing inside, voices sharp, blame flying like knives. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number. She hesitated, then answered. "Is this Brandi Love?" "Yes. Who's speaking?" "This is Karen from State Savings Bank. We've reviewed the documents you submitted." Brandi froze. Documents? She hadn't sent anything recently. Karen continued. "We need to verify something. Your mother attempted to withdraw the emergency trust fund you opened years ago, but she claimed you gave permission." Brandi's blood ran cold. Her mother wasn't just lying. She was trying to access Brandi's last safety net. "Put a hold on the account," Brandi said firmly. "No one touches it but me." Inside the house, her mother called out, "Brandi, we need to talk." Brandi turned slowly. She finally understood. The receipts were only the beginning. Brandi Love walked back into the living room, her expression unreadable. Her mother and father sat together now, two together, like they were rehearsing something. "Sweetheart," her mother began, sugar dripping from every word. "Your father and I were thinking maybe you shouldn't stress about money anymore." Brandi raised an eyebrow. "Money? Why bring that up?" Her father cleared his throat. "Well, since you barely visit us, we thought we could help manage your accounts, for your own good." There it was. The script. The manipulation. The reason for the trust fund withdrawal attempt. Brandi crossed her arms. "So you want control of my money?" Her mother forced a smile, eyes sharp as glass. "Only because you owe us, Brandi." "Owe them? For what?" Brandi's jaw clenched. They weren't asking. They were setting a trap, and she just caught them in it. Brandi Love didn't argue. She didn't shout. She didn't even blink. Instead, she reached into her bag and placed a thick, neatly bound stack of papers on the coffee table. Her parents stared at it like it was a bomb. What is that?" her father asked. Brandi tapped the cover. Every receipt, every bill, every grocery run, every emergency payment, every time I paid your utilities, repaired the house, covered medical copays, or bailed you out of overdrafts. Her mother swallowed. That can't be right." "Oh, it's very right," Brandi said calmly. 5 years worth, itemized, dated, signed. Brandi Love watched them flip through the pages. Their expressions shifted from denial to shock to guilt so heavy it bent their posture. Her mother whispered, "Brandi, we didn't know." Brandi kept her voice steady. "You never wanted to know. It was easier to call me ungrateful than admit you relied on me." Her father rubbed his temples. "So, what happens now?" Brandi slid one final sheet across the table. A total. Every payment added up, a number large enough to freeze both of them. "This," she said softly, "is the real cost of your lies." They stared at the number, and then at her, as the weight of everything finally landed. The silence was suffocating, because they both knew their relationship would never be the same again. Brandi Love thought the confrontation was over, that the receipts had finally forced the truth onto the table. But the universe wasn't done yet. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She hesitated, then answered. "Miss Brandi Love?" An older male voice asked. "I'm calling regarding your parents' recent financial activities." She froze. "What about them?" The man cleared his throat. "They attempted to open a joint credit account in your name this morning, using your documents." Cold rage flooded her veins. So this was their plan. The moment she stopped paying for them, they tried to steal from her. She whispered, "Freeze everything, immediately." And as Brandi hung up, one truth hit her harder than all the receipts she had printed. Her parents were never going to stop until she stopped them herself. Brandi Love didn't wait, didn't think, didn't give herself a chance to soften. She marched straight to her parents' house, the same house she had quietly kept afloat for 7 years. Her mother opened the door, smiling like nothing was wrong. "Brandi, sweetheart, you came to visit?" Brandi cut her off. "Why did you try to open a credit line under my name?" The smile vanished. Her father appeared behind her mother, eyes widening, panic flashing. "Now, Brandi, there must be a misunderstanding." "There isn't," she snapped. "I spoke to the bank." Silence. Guilt thick enough to choke on. Her mother's jaw clenched. "You forced us. You stopped helping. What were we supposed to do?" Brandi's heart didn't break this time. It hardened. "You were supposed to stop using me." But they only glared back, like she was the villain. And for the first time, Brandi realized this confrontation was only the beginning. Brandi Love didn't argue, didn't shout, didn't waste another breath on people who pretended to be helpless. Instead, she reached into her tote bag and pulled out the massive black binder, the one filled with every receipt, transfer, bill payment, and emergency loan she had covered for her parents since she was 22. She placed it on the dining table with a heavy thump. Her mother flinched. Her father's face went ghost white. Brandi opened it slowly, page after page, exposing the truth they had buried under guilt trips and manipulation. "You said I never helped you," she said quietly. "So, here's every time I did." Her mother whispered, trembling, Why did you keep all this?" Brandi looked her dead in the eyes. "To remind myself I'm not crazy." But the real shock? She hadn't even shown them the worst page yet. Brandi Love slowly flipped toward the back of the binder to a tab labeled Unrequested Payments. Her mother's hands tightened. Her father sat up straighter, like he already sensed danger. Brandi turned the page. There it was, highlighted, dated, signed. A $14,800 transfer made to her parents' account. Not for bills, not for groceries, not for medical emergencies, but for something else entirely. Her mother's secret weekend trip with a friend. Her mother's breath hitched. Her father froze mid-blink. Brandi didn't smile, didn't gloat, just said,
You told Dad it was a wellness retreat, and you told me you were broke." Her father whispered, voice breaking, "Who is Ryan?" Her mother went pale. Brandi quietly closed the binder. "Now we're going to tell the truth."
The room went dead silent. Even the air felt scared to move. Brandi Love placed one last sheet on the table. The paper that would end every lie, every manipulation, every guilt trip her parents ever used. A bank authorization form with her mother's signature and Ryan Carter's signature right beside it. Joint account, opened 3 years ago, while her father was paying all the bills, while her mother told Brandi to help her struggling family. Her father's voice cracked. This is why you kept asking Brandi for money." Her mother couldn't speak, couldn't breathe, couldn't lie. Brandi stood, calm, final. "She didn't come for revenge," she said softly. "I came for freedom." She walked to the door, leaving behind the binder, the truth, and 2 parents who finally saw the cost of their lies.